Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. I'm Ale, and this is 1 hour to practice English and build up your confidence so you can use English properly. And we do this while we talk about everyday life. Hello, good morning, Dan.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. And you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. So, today's topic, what are we going to talk about today? Let's see. Well, there's a simple question to begin with. Let me ask you, Dan, and everyone else who is listening out there. Is communication only about what you say or also about how you say it? Easy question, right? What do you think, Dan?
I think it's both of them. What you say and how you say it.
Yeah, that is true. It is true. Because sometimes we have the right words, but we use the wrong tone, right? That can happen sometimes. And it comes out not the way you want it to come out. It comes out and you might become, or you might come out as aggressive or rude, and that's not what we want, right? Or sometimes the message that you want to express is really clear in your head, but then it doesn't come out clearly. That happens a lot to me. Does that happen to you, Dan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Or when we're trying to explain something, we do it too quickly, and then it's not the right thing to do either, right? So anyway, to be honest, we sometimes forget sound, we forget to be calm, and we forget also to be careful. And even sometimes, I don't know about you, Dan, but some people forget about respect. So, and this happens everywhere, at work, at home. Even if you don't mean for it to happen, it sometimes does, right? And you don't want to be disrespectful, but you might sound as disrespectful. And you come across as a rude person, and that's what we don't want. We don't want that to happen. So you can be, you could be saying something, and it's understood in a different way, right? Same words, but different feeling. And or same situation, and then the result is different. So that's what today's conversation is about: communication, but communication style. The way we speak, the way we listen, the way we react, and also the way we explain things. All right? Because as you said, Dan, communication is not just about vocabulary and grammar. It's also about clarity, also about attention, respect. I value that very much. Tone as well. So that is what we're going to do. We are going to look at some useful words to talk about this topic. And in today's grammar, we are going to focus on adverbs of manner. So if you are ready, let's start our conversation. So before we go deeper into today's topic, we are going to build up the words that we need. All right? So let's begin with the first word out of 8 words that we will be working on this morning. And the first one is tone. Tone. These words are going to help us describe what happens in a conversation, not just what you say, but also how the conversation feels. So our first word is tone, and this is a noun, and tone is the sound or feeling in your voice when you speak. So in Spanish, this would be
Tono.
Tono, exactly. And how can we use it? We can say, her tone was friendly. Her tone was friendly. Let's see another word. Next word is message. Message. And this is also a noun. And this is the information you give when you're speaking. A message is the information you give when you're speaking. So in Spanish then?
Mensaje.
Yes, very easy, right? So the message was simple. The message was simple. Next word is reaction, and you're very familiar with this word. This is a noun, and a reaction is what someone does or says after something happens. Reaction, and in Spanish that is...
Reacción.
Yes. His reaction surprised everyone. His reaction surprised everyone. So you've got so far tone, message, reaction, and our next word is explanation. Explanation, and this is a noun. And the meaning of this word is the words you use to make something clear. The words you use to make something clear or to describe something so that it is clear. And in Spanish?
Explicación.
Yes. We can use it like this. I need a better explanation. I need a better explanation. Next word is pause. Pause, and this is a noun, and a pause is a short stop before continuing. A short stop before continuing. And in Spanish, this is?
Pausa.
Yes. There was a pause before the answer. There was a pause before the answer. All right. Very good. Next word is volume. Volume. And this is also a noun. And volume is how loud or quiet a sound is. How loud or quiet a sound is. And this volume in Spanish is?
Volumen.
Volumen, yes. The volume was too high. The volume was too high. Next word is attention. Attention. And this is a noun as well. And attention is listening and or looking with focus at something or at someone. Listening and looking with focus. And in Spanish?
Atención.
Yes. Please give me your full attention, we would say. Please give me your full attention. All right. And our last word today is respect. Respect. And this is a noun, and respect is to be polite and kind, or is the kind treatment or the kind attitude that you show when you speak. And in Spanish?
Respeto.
Yes. Remember that we're talking about communication in general. So respect is important in every conversation. Respect is important in every conversation. All right, so let's go over our words one more time. Tone, message, reaction, explanation, pause, volume, attention, and respect. All right. So remember that today we're going to be discussing not just the answer to this question, what did you say? We are also going to be discussing the answer to this other question. Not just that, but also this. How did you say it? What did you say? Which is very important because it's the message itself, the words. But it is also important to answer this question. How did you say it? The way you say things. And that is why adverbs of manner that which we will work with in a bit, are so important. So let's see. Let's go ahead and I'll say these words in Spanish and you say these words back to me in English. All right? So listen to this. If I say to you, reacción, what would you say? It's really easy. Reaction. Very good. What about if I say tono? Tone. Excellent. Let's try another one. Pausa. And this would be pause. What about atención? Attention. Good. What about mensaje? This would be message. Let's try one more. Respeto. And this is respect. Y finalmente, let's say explicación. And I know you would say explanation. And finally, volumen. Volume. All right. Those are our 8 words today. Tone, message, reaction, explanation, pause, volume, attention, and respect. Remember, good communication is not just about vocabulary or grammar. It's also about attention, about tone, about clarity, and also respect. All right? Oh, very good. So now that we've got our 8 useful words, let's make sure that we can use them. All right? Remember that, once more, we're talking about communication, not only the words we choose to use, but also the feeling, the sound, the reaction those words have on other people, and very importantly, the respect behind those words. All right? So these are not just simple words you're communicating or you're using, right? You are also expressing emotion, feelings, attitude. And so that's why this is important vocabulary. All right, so let's put these words in action. And as we always do, we're going to check the definition and we are going to be doing a true or false exercise. So listen to this. You tell me if it's true or if it's false to answer the question. So listen to this. Tone is the emotional color people hear when you speak. Tone is the emotional color people hear when you speak. Would you say this is true or false? This is a very nice way to define tone. Emotional color people hear when you speak. Is this true or false?
I think it's true.
Thank you, Dan. Yes, it is. I find this definition very pretty. Emotional color. And yes, tone can make the same words sound either friendly or angry or nervous or cold or kind. Right, Dan? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes. Tone. Have you ever come across as rude or unpolite because of the tone you used?
I think so, yes.
Yes, yes. And it's not, you don't do this on purpose, right? It's like, I don't do this on purpose, but it might happen sometimes. We use the wrong tone and you might seem angry or, as it says here, anxious or even sad, and you're just really not feeling that way. You just maybe seem that you are because of the tone you used. All right, next one, listen to this one. A message is the physical sound of someone's voice. A message is the physical sound of someone's voice. Would you say that's true or false?
I think it's true.
That's a weird way of defining this word, though. Physical sound. Is sound physical to begin with? No, right?
I guess no.
I think not. I would go for false because message is the idea or the information that you're trying to give another person or pass to another person more than a physical sound. I don't think any sound can be physical. How about this one? A reaction is the way someone responds after hearing, seeing, or experiencing something. Let's say that one more time. A reaction is the way someone responds after hearing, seeing, or experiencing something. Is this true or is this false?
I think it's true.
It is true, right? It can be, it is. And reaction can, it can be either communicated or expressed in different ways, right? So yes, it is a response to something. That's what it is. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Listen to this. An explanation is a short break in a conversation. An explanation is a short break in a conversation. Is this true or false?
I don't think it's true.
It is not.
True?
No. No. An explanation is not a short break. An explanation is what? Maybe more information or details or examples to you give someone to help this person understand what you're trying to say. An explanation or what you did, right? An explanation. In Spanish, this word is? Explicación. Very good. All right. Let's continue. A pause can give people a moment to think before they continue speaking. A pause can give people a moment to think before they continue speaking. Is this true or is this false?
It is true.
It is true. Yes. But you know what's interesting? That a pause can sometimes be uncomfortable for some people. Because when you pause, you become silent for a little bit, right? And this sometimes makes people uncomfortable. But it does help in communication to pause a little and then continue. All right, next one. Volume refers to the speed of your speech. Volume refers to the speed of your speech. Is this true?
No, it's false.
It is false because volume is about the sound level, right? If it's loud or if it's quiet or maybe neither one and somewhere in between. All right, very good. Next one. Attention means being mentally present in a conversation. Attention means being mentally present in a conversation. Is this true or is this false?
That's true.
It is true. It means you're not just hearing the words, but you are following the other person, right? You are understanding what the other person is saying to you. You're not just there. Do you ever get the feeling that you're speaking, but sometimes you feel like they're not listening to you? Does this happen to you, Dan?
Well, sometimes.
Yes. I remember when I was a university teacher, I would give my lecture and I would get the feeling that some students were just there sitting and not really listening to what I was saying. And that was a very uncomfortable feeling because I didn't know if I was getting through or not, if I had to repeat again or not. So I was constantly asking, is this clear? Do you understand? Do you have any questions? Yeah. And this is why I also tell you that sometimes silence can become uncomfortable because at the beginning, when I started teaching, that would make me uncomfortable. I would ask, do you have any questions? And no one would ask anything. And it was a silent class. So that made me uncomfortable at the beginning of my career back then. Later on, I was able to handle it perfectly. All right, let's put these words in context. And remember the words: tone, message, reaction, explanation, pause, volume, attention, and respect. Were you a student that would ask a lot, Danny? Ask questions, a lot of questions.
No, I was not. No.
You were not?
No.
You were the quiet type.
Yes.
But did you have questions in your mind?
No, usually.
Not usually.
No.
Yeah. When I was a student, I wasn't really a person to ask many questions because I was kind of shy. And so, but I did have questions. However, I didn't raise my hand, no levantaba la mano para hacer las preguntas porque me daba vergüenza. I was a bit embarrassed, so I wouldn't ask any questions. All right, let's go ahead. Listen to this. Dan, do you want to help out?
Yes.
All right, so listen. Anna said, "That's fine," but her voice sounded cold and annoyed. She said, "That's fine," but her voice sounded cold and annoyed. What is the meaning of annoyed?
Molestas.
Molesta. Yes. Yes, very good. All right. So the problem was her what? What was her problem? What was the problem in this situation? What was the problem?
The tone.
The tone. Very good. The problem was her tone. She said it was fine, but her voice sounded cold and annoyed. All right. Next one. The teacher gave more details because the students looked confused. The teacher gave more details because the students looked confused. She gave them a better, what do you think it is?
Explanation.
Yes, it is a better explanation. She gave them a better explanation. All right, how about this one? During the meeting, Carlos stopped for 2 seconds before answering. So I'll say that one more time. During the meeting, Carlos stopped for 2 seconds before answering. He took a short pause. He took a short pause. Very good. All right. Let's continue. Marta did not interrupt. She looked at the speaker and listened carefully. She gave him her full
attention.
Attention, yes. She gave him her full attention. All right. The email was short, but the main idea was very clear. The email was short, but the main idea was very clear. Now, the was easy to understand. What was easy to understand?
The message.
The message. Very good. The message was easy to understand. All right. And the last one, well, almost second to last. When Luis heard the news, he opened his eyes and said, "Really?" That was his first
reaction.
Very good. That was his first reaction. And let's see. The speaker was very difficult to hear at the back of the room. The speaker was very difficult to hear at the back of the room. What was too low?
The volume.
The volume was too low. Yes. All right. And the last one, Elena disagreed with her colleague. She listened and answered politely. So she showed
respect.
Yes. She disagreed with her colleague, but she listened and answered politely. Yeah. Very good, Dan, and very good to all of you who are listening. We are going to go on a short break, but when we come back, we are going to work on the way we use those words. We've learned the vocabulary, but now we're going to learn about the way we use those words. All right, so we will be back in just 4 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
The English learning business attracts opportunists. They often make a lot of money because people are looking for an easy solution, a painless solution. But go ahead, buy the solution. The cost will be double. Lost money and wasted time.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
¿Tus hijos necesitan dar un salto de inglés este verano? ¿Tienen planes en el extranjero o simplemente quieren ganar confianza? Apúntales a nuestras clases particulares one-to-one. Con nuestras clases one-to-one ganarán confianza en inglés para alcanzar nuevas oportunidades. El inglés abre puertas y con Vaughan aprenderán inglés para vivir sus sueños. No esperes más y entra en grupovaughan.com e infórmate.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Buscas el impulso definitivo para tu inglés profesional? Con Master Plus de Vaughan lo tienes todo. 5 meses de clases intensivas en grupo con el Executive Master, más 5 meses adicionales de clases individuales one-to-one online, donde tú eliges el horario, el ritmo y el enfoque, gramática, conversación o lo que necesites. Master Plus es flexibilidad real para alcanzar fluidez profesional. Descúbrelo en grupovaughan.com/master.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti. Visita grupovaughan.com hoy mismo y descubre cómo nuestras clases particulares pueden transformar tu forma de aprender inglés. Flexibilidad y calidad en la enseñanza del inglés a tu medida.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción. Con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Ahora también en la playa. Llámanos al 917001199 y contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
Vaughan revoluciona el aprendizaje de idiomas con Speak Pro, la inteligencia artificial diseñada para mejorar tu inglés. Pronunciación precisa, fluidez y confianza lleva tu inglés al siguiente nivel. Pruébalo gratis hoy en speakpro.es. Tu inglés está a punto de cambiar para siempre.
The English learning business attracts opportunists. They often make a lot of money because people are looking for an easy solution, a painless solution. But go ahead, buy the solution. The cost will be double. Lost money and wasted time.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
Descubrir, aprender, una radio única como tú. Somos los de Vaughan. Esto es Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Hello and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. Thank you for tuning in. And today we are talking about communication, of the way we speak, the way we listen, the way we react and explain things. And before the break, we were working on useful words connected to conversations. Words like tone, message, reaction. What else, Dan?
Explanation, pause, volume,
yeah.
Attention, and respect.
Yes, thank you, Dan. And what we're going to work on today is the grammar that is going to help us describe communication exactly. And these are adverbs of manner. So what are adverbs of manner? They tell us how someone does something. Los adverbios nos dicen el modo en cómo ocurre una acción. Cómo ocurre una acción. For example, we would say, she speaks clearly. She speaks clearly. So the adverb here is what then?
Clearly.
Clearly, yes. The action is speaks, right? So she speaks clearly. That would mean what in Spanish?
Ella habló claramente.
Yes, ella habla, speaks. Ella habla claramente, right? How does she speak? Clearly. It answers that question. So action and how this action is being executed. So these adverbs usually describe the verb, right? Normalmente describen el verbo, la forma en cómo ocurre este verbo, all right? And the basic pattern is like this. The subject, which is the person who is going to be executing that action, the verb, the action itself, and then the adverb of manner. There are many adverbs of manner, but we are going to work on some today. For example, we can use sweetly like this. Sweetly. What is sweetly, Dan?
Dulcemente.
Yes, I love that word in Spanish. Sweetly. And we can use it like this. The child smiled sweetly. What am I saying, Dan?
El niño sonrió dulcemente.
Yes, the child smiled sweetly. And how about another one? If I wanted to use this adverb loudly, what is loudly, Dan?
Altamente.
Sí, en voz alta, ¿no?
Yes.
So we would say, my neighbor complained loudly. My neighbor complained loudly. What am I saying, Dan?
Mi vecino se quejó con voz alta.
Sí, en voz alta, exactamente. O algo así. En realidad ese es el mensaje que queremos transmitir, ¿no es cierto? Que ha dicho algo en voz alta, se ha quejado en voz alta. So, remember the structure. Subject, verb, the action, and the adverb of manner. All right? But sometimes the action or the verb, they need an object. So the pattern changes a little bit. We add an object. So subject, the verb, an object, and then the adverb of manner. What am I saying? She read the instructions carefully. She is the subject. Read is the action or the verb. The instructions is the object. And then carefully is the adverb. She read the instructions carefully. Tenemos un objeto que acompaña al verbo. She read the instructions carefully. What am I saying, Dan?
Que ella leyó el artículo de subject.
The instructions carefully.
Cuidadosamente.
Yes, leyó las instrucciones cuidadosamente o con cuidado. Let's try another example using an object. They discussed the problem openly. They, discussed the problem openly. What am I saying?
Ellos discutieron el problema de forma abierta.
Yes. Ellos discutieron el problema de forma abierta o también abiertamente. Yes. Very good. And let's try one last example. I wrote the reply calmly. I wrote the reply calmly. Would you like to tell me what I'm saying?
Escribí la respuesta de forma calmada.
Yes. Escribí la respuesta de forma calmada o calmadamente. So, really important to mention that we usually do not put the adverb between the verb and the object. We would always say, she read the instructions carefully, not, she read carefully the instructions. All right. How do we form them? As I said to you before, there are so many adverbs of manner, but normally, or at least many adverbs of manner are formed with the adjective, any adjective, and then they end with L and Y. For example, careful. How would we say careful as an adverb?
Carefully.
Carefully. We're adding an extra L and a Y. So careful already has an L, but we add an additional L and a Y, carefully. And what if I said to you, polite?
Politely.
Politely. Very good. What if I said quiet? This would be quietly. Quick, quickly. Natural, naturally. Clear, clearly. So don't forget, careful, carefully, polite, politely, quiet, quietly, quick, quickly, natural, naturally, clear, and clearly. So if I say he was careful, what I'm saying, careful describes he, right? But if we say he listened carefully, carefully describes how he listened. That difference is important. He was careful is describing the person himself. He was careful. But if we say he listened carefully, we're describing the way he was listening. Okay, very good. So, just one more time. Let me say this one more time. Remember, the adjective describes a person, a place, or an idea. An adjective on its own. But when this adjective becomes an adverb, it describes the action. Describe la acción. El adjetivo por sí solo, por sí mismo, describe a la persona, un lugar, una cosa, pero cuando se convierte en adverbio, describe la acción. All right? Very good. Now that we've got this clear, there's one more thing I have to mention. There are some irregular adverbs. This means that not all of them end in L and Y. Not all of them end in li. Some are irregular adverbs. And for example, some of them are these. Good, for good. How do you think we would say that, Dan? What is the adverb of good? Or how can we make good an adverb of manner? Well, the word that we would use is?
Well.
Yes, well, well. And hard is just hard. Fast is just fast. For example, she speaks English well. What am I saying, Dan?
Ella habla inglés bien.
Bien. Yes. We're not saying good. We are saying well. She speaks English well. How about this? She talks fast when he's nervous.
Él habla rápido cuando está nervioso.
Porque no podríamos decir he talks fastly. ¿No es cierto? No podríamos decir fastly. Pero estamos describiendo igualmente la forma en cómo habla. Rápido. They worked hard all morning. They worked hard all morning.
Ellos trabajan duro toda la mañana.
Yes, trabajaron duro toda la mañana. Pero en este caso, hard, what does hard mean as an adverb? No significa duro, la consistencia de algo, duro, sino más bien con esfuerzo. That is the meaning of hard as an adverb. Hard, con esfuerzo. Duramente, diríamos, o con mucho esfuerzo en español. ¿Cómo diríamos esto? They worked hard all morning.
Duramente.
Duramente, okay. Right. O trabajaron mucho, a lo mejor toda la mañana, ¿no? Pero es para describir la forma en cómo trabajaron. All right, so be careful. Hardly exists, hardly. It is a word that actually exists, but it's not an adverb. It means, significa otra cosa. Significa con poca ocurrencia. No muy a menudo. Eso significa hardly. Si dijera, por ejemplo, he hardly worked, estaría diciendo...
Él apenas trabajó.
Exactamente, él apenas trabajó o casi no trabajó. Hardly. Por lo tanto, no es un adverbio. All right, it has a completely different meaning. One last thing to consider when we talk about adverbs is the position of these in a sentence. La posición, ¿dónde van los adverbios? De modo, most of the time, they go at the end of the sentence, after the main verb, or after the object. For example, the baby laughed happily. The baby laughed happily, right? Or with an object, the presenter introduced the guest warmly. What am I saying, Dan? The presenter introduced the guest warmly.
El presentador introdujo al
invitado
de forma cariñosa.
Sí, de forma
amigable.
Amigable, cariñosa. Sí. The presenter introduced is the action, the guest is the object, and warmly, con calidez, ¿no?
Yes.
Sí, warmly. Cálidamente, ahí está, esa es la palabra. Cálidamente. All right. And so the safest position is usually at the end of the sentence. So when you don't know exactly where to put the adverb of manner, it is better that you put it at the end of the sentence. A lo mejor eso ayuda un poco. Poner el adverbio al final. Es como la posición más segura para este tipo de adverbios. Okay? Very good. So for today's topic, communication, the following adverbs are useful. Listen to these. Clearly. What am I saying, Dan?
Claramente.
Yes. Calmly.
De forma calmadamente.
Sí. Politely.
Educadamente.
Sí, o amablemente. What about honestly?
Honestamente.
Carefully.
Cuidadosamente.
Naturally.
Naturalmente.
Directly.
Directamente.
And patiently.
Pacientemente.
Pacientemente. Exactamente. So those are the adverbs that we are going to be using today, right? Remember, the safest position is after the verb or after the object. And the key question is always how. How did she speak? How did she speak? And we can use many of the adverbs that we just mentioned. Clearly, calmly, politely, carefully, naturally, and so on. How did he listen? Same thing, carefully, politely, etc., etc. Right? How did he react? Calmly, patiently, naturally, and so on. All right? So we are going to practice with these adverbs, and the first thing we are going to do is translate some sentences. Dan, do you think you can help me translate?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. So listen to this. Ella habló con calma durante la entrevista. O, más bien dicho, ella habló calmadamente durante la entrevista.
She spoke calmly during the interview.
Yes, very good. And pay attention to the tense of the verb in each sentence for you guys who are listening to us. All right? Listen to the next one. Él comunicó la noticia con honestidad.
He comunicó
la noticia.
He told the news honestly.
Yes. Podrías utilizar comunicó.
Communicated.
Yes. Communicated. Yeah. He communicated the news honestly. ¿Qué tal está? La guía explicó la ruta claramente.
The guide explained the route clearly.
Yes. The guide explained the route clearly. Esperamos pacientemente antes de responder. Esperamos pacientemente antes de responder.
We waited patiently before answering.
Yes. We waited patiently before answering. El técnico bajó el sonido cuidadosamente. El técnico bajó el sonido cuidadosamente.
The technician turned low the volume.
So we can actually use that as a verb. Low.
The technician lowered
the sound.
The sound calmly.
Cuidadosamente.
Carefully.
Yes. The technician lowered the sound carefully. All right. Let's do one more. Respondieron con educación.
They answered with politely.
Yes. One more time.
They answered politely.
Yes. Yes. La profesora continuó naturalmente después de la pregunta.
The teacher continued calmly.
Naturalmente.
And naturally after the question.
Yes. The teacher continued naturally after the question. La última, Dan. El médico habló suavemente con la familia.
The doctor spoke
suavemente.
Carefully.
Softly
with the family.
Sí. Así sería la traducción directa. All right. So now that we've translated these sentences, we used the adverbs, now we're going to use these adverbs only in English. So what are you going to do? I'm going to give you 3 options for you to choose from, and what you have to do is complete the sentence. All right? As we always do. So listen to this. The trainer changed her tone and spoke more to the new students. The trainer changed her tone and spoke more to the new students. So you have to consider that there are new students in the class and she changed her tone. So we've got 3 options: loudly, patiently, and honestly. What is the best adverb here? What would you say, Dan? The trainer changed her tone and spoke more to the new students. And we've got loudly, patiently, and honestly.
I would say patiently.
Yes. Why? Because she wanted to sound calm, supportive, maybe, right? So she used this tone. All right. David shared the difficult message without hiding the truth. David shared the difficult message without hiding the truth. And we've got honestly, loudly, or naturally. David shared the difficult message without hiding the truth. We've got honestly, loudly, and naturally.
Honestly.
We would go with honesty. Honestly, yes, very good. All right. He communicated the truth directly. Let's try another one. After the mistake, the supervisor controlled her reaction and answered. So, say that one last time. After the mistake, the supervisor controlled her reaction and answered, and we've got 3 options: calmly, clearly, and loudly. Just so you know, she did not respond with stress or with anger. So what would it be?
She responded calmly.
Calmly, yes, very good. She answered calmly. Yes. All right, let's do another one. The receptionist gave the explanation so the visitors could follow each step. The receptionist gave the explanation so the visitors could follow each step. And we've got naturally, clearly, and loudly. So how was this information given? It was easy to understand. That's what I can tell you. So how did she give this explanation?
She gave it clearly.
Clearly, yes. She gave the explanation clearly. All right. And let's do another one. During the pause, the speaker breathed before continuing. So during the pause, the speaker breathed before continuing. So the speaker used this pause with control, right? So your options are politely, carefully, and loudly. So I'll say this one more time. During the pause, the speaker breathed before continuing. So she took one breath for a little moment. She paused there before continuing. So how did she do this? Politely, carefully, loudly.
Carefully.
Carefully, yes. The speaker breathed carefully before continuing. Yes. All right. And let's do another one. The teacher reduced the volume and continued softly, honestly, and clearly. The teacher reduced the voice, I would say lowered the volume, and continued softly, honestly, and clearly. So she became quieter and quieter.
She continued softly.
Softly, yeah. All right, very good. Okay, now what we're going to do these last couple minutes, we're going to change the idea into a sentence with an adverb of manner. So for example, if I say, her tone was gentle, then we would say, she spoke gently. All right? Gently. So listen to the last word of the sentence. Her tone was gentle. She spoke gently. All right. You ready then?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. His message was direct. His message was direct. So remember, it should describe the action, right? The adverb of manner should describe the action. So his message was direct. That's just an object. Can we use a verb before the adverb of manner?
He gave his message directly.
Yes, he gave his message directly. Very good. Her reaction was calm. Her reaction was calm. Again, we need an action. What would you say?
She reacted calmly.
She reacted calmly. Yes. All right. How about this one? The pause felt natural. The pause felt natural. Again, an action.
She took a pause naturally.
All right, she took a pause naturally, or she paused naturally. How about this one? Their attention was quiet and focused. Two adverbs. Their attention was quiet and focused. Their attention was quiet and focused. I would say the first one. They listened carefully. They listened quietly and carefully. Yeah. All right. So there you have it. Today we talked about communication style, not only what we say, but also how we say it. And for that, we worked with adverbs of manner. These words that help us describe how an action happens. So I will see you next time. Stick around for the lunchtime show with Rob and Andrea, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
¿Quieres un descuento en los cursos intensivos de inglés de Vaughan? Pues ahora es el momento. Puedes obtener un descuento de hasta 39%. Para más información sobre este descuento u otros, pásate por nuestra web, grupovaughan.com.
Young people in Spain speak and understand English better today than 20 years ago. However, their level is still insufficient for effective communication in the professional world. If you're a young person, and if you want to progress in your profession rapidly and decisively, stop everything and focus now 100% on English. Get the problem 100% out of the way now. Don't postpone it.
Vaughan revoluciona el aprendizaje de idiomas con Speak Pro, la inteligencia artificial diseñada para mejorar tu inglés. Pronunciación precisa, fluidez y confianza lleva tu inglés al siguiente nivel. Pruébalo gratis hoy en speakpro.es. Tu inglés está a punto de cambiar para siempre.
¿Qué hacen tus niños este verano? ¿Senderismo? ¿Natación? ¿Espeología? ¿Paddle surf? ¿Canoas? ¿Multiaventura? ¿Mejorar su inglés? ¿Y si lo hacen todo a la vez? Rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan. Ven a nuestros Vaughan Summer Camps para que tus hijos vivan la mejor inmersión de inglés, multiaventura y naturaleza. Más de 3.000 niños lo hacen cada año y encuentra su mejor opción.
En Vaughan sabemos que el éxito empresarial se nutre del dominio de múltiples idiomas. Por eso, ofrecemos cursos no solo en inglés, sino también en francés, portugués, italiano y alemán, entre otros. Visita grupovaughan.com o llama al 91 108 3488 y comienza a transformar el futuro de tu empresa hoy.
Una semana en un lugar apartado.
Nativos angloparlantes de todas partes del mundo, uno por cada estudiante.
Terminantemente prohibido hablar en español.
Actividades organizadas y conversaciones en inglés a todas horas. No exageramos.
Aquí o hablas inglés o hablas inglés.
Y da igual las veces que te lo contemos.
Hasta que no lo vivas no sabrás que Vaughan Town te va a quitar el miedo al inglés para siempre.
Lo que pasa en Vaughan Town no se puede contar.
Tienes que vivirlo.
Ven a Vaughan Town.
Más información